Right guys, Matt and Oscar checking in. Today we are in Whitehaven. Going to have a look at the COVID-19 testing site. It's fun, just been to Greg's to get some food. Right, let's have a look. 30 seconds in and Oscar's third pee already. Again, this one's totally empty. Really quiet. Literally not a single person here. Come here. Pardon?
Would you actually just not to video the site, mate?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers, mate, appreciate that.
Alright, that's cool guys, we'll switch off straight away. Right guys, so COVID centre in Whitehaven asked us nicely not to film. Said time and time again, that's all it takes. Simple ask like that and I'll stop straight away. So we're going to go and see what the cousins up at Wookington are like. See if they've got the same attitude up there, and we'll be back when we get there. Just on one note, people have been mentioning about the wind noise on my videos and they've said get a windsock for it. I've looked everywhere and I can't find one that's going to be any good, so if anyone knows of a windsock or some sort of device like that for a Huawei P20 Pro, which I'm using, drop us a link to the item in the comments and then I'll get myself one, and then you won't have to put up with the wind noise as much. But yeah, I can't seem to find anything that's actually going to fit and do the camera any good on this mobile. So right, anyway, back when we get to Workington. Right guys, so we're just coming up to the Workington site, and just while I'm thinking, with regards to a video that I posted recently, the Kirby police one with the chap and the lady PC, I made a comment with regards to being edgy because she was on a period, and I had plenty of blokes getting in touch with me and saying, oh, it's not on that, you can't say that, disrespectful, lost all my respect, etc, etc. There must have been about 25 to 30 men had commented and said that, and there's also a lot of women that watch my videos as well, and have a guess how many women actually said, oh, that was offensive, you shouldn't have said that. I thought I was going to be telling you it was 0, but it was actually ended up being 1 in the end. Yeah, just one lady all the rest seem to take it on the chin and laugh it off. So what's happening with all the men out there, eh? All the white knights rushing to the ladies' defence when they don't need it. They just accepted it for what it was. They didn't get huffy about it. They didn't even comment, nothing. So if that lady is watching that was offended, then I apologise. There was absolutely no offence intended. It's nothing to be embarrassed about, ashamed about, etc, etc. It's perfectly natural. I can't believe I'm having to even explain this to people, but yeah, it mostly goes out to all the men that find it upsetting. Seriously, man. So anyway, let's get round this corner and check out the new site. We've actually got a couple, middle-aged couple going in at the moment, so I'll not get them on camera. Oscar and that lead, a pain in the backside, he's forever tying me up. Go on. So right, they've gone now anyway, to make sure we don't get anyone on, and then we can't be complained about, can we, if we're doing it properly. Slightly more upmarket than the Whitehaven site. They've got a proper little building there and that, as opposed to a little shed. Alright. I'm just doing a documentary. I'm not going to get any people in.
There's no video photography allowed at all.
I know, but there's a couple just come in. I've completely missed them out.
Yeah, no,
Pointed
you're
at the
actually on private property at the minute.
It's not.
It is. The car park is actually under, the ban for the public.
Right, so you're going to make me go and stand on the road and photograph right in the main entrance?
You can't take video or photography of the site at all. It is
Of course you can.
testing ground. You can't.
You can.
You can't.
You can.
You can't. You are not allowed or permitted to take video or photography of the site.
Why? What happens?
What testing ground?
It doesn't matter. I'm not getting any people in it.
You are. You're getting me in it right now.
Well, you come over to me, haven't you? I was just doing the spot. I was going to get no people in. I'm not going to get anyone that's come for a test. I've made sure about that. I've said at the start of the video, definitely no one that's going to be coming here getting tested, etc. I'm just doing a quick 2-minute documentary on the site, and then I'll be off.
That's perfectly fine. If you want, we can actually arrange it where we can actually get an appointment.
Yeah.
Where you can actually come and actually see the site itself.
Right.
Where you can actually get a proper documentary. We can actually do that, where you're able to do that.
Right, yeah.
Is that something you want to be interested in?
Yeah, it sounds like an idea, yeah. How do you go about doing that then?
I'll go and get the site manager.
All right, there you go, yeah.
So I'll let you speak to him,
yeah,
and he'll be able to sort something out for you.
All right, yeah, super, that sounds brilliant, that,
no worries.
Yeah, nice one. All right, so... Yeah, it's just like a documentary I'm doing for YouTube, just for like maybe future generations and stuff like that. Yeah, looking back, if you will. It's yeah, that's all. I've explained to them. I've made sure I've got no people coming to get tested whatsoever. Yeah, I've made sure of that, so there's nothing to worry about with that respect. So there's not necessarily. I'm from out of town anyway, so even coming back would be a bit of a pain. But yeah, like I say, if you just give us 1 minute and then I'll be out of here, and I'll make sure I get no one in it. All right. All right, spot on. Thank you. So there we go, guys. That's the site at Workington. Manager was spot on. Security have backed off. All sorted. Come to a good agreement. Good stuff. So we're going to head up to Carlisle now and do the site up there. There's 2 at Carlisle. There's the city centre site and there's one just by the airport, so we might be able to fit the airport one in as well, depending how quickly the city one goes. So I'm just going to take Oscar for a walk down here alongside this beck. Looks like a nice walk, so take him down here for half an hour, then we'll get back in the car and head up to Carlisle. So we'll be back shortly. Right guys, so Carlisle city site. Let's see if they do as well as he did at Whitehaven and then in the end at Workington. I'm just doing like a documentary for YouTube on the COVID testing sites and the pandemic and stuff like that.
Right, you can't actually film government sites, I'm afraid, so I'd need to ask you to stop filming.
Right, it's I've told them at the front, I said I'm not going to get anyone that's coming in, anyone that's getting tested, I'll make sure that I'm getting no one in. All I'm doing is just getting the bill.
Stop filming, please, you're recording me.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to get any, not patients, but people coming in for the test. I'm just doing a thing on the site.
Staff as well.
Pardon?
Even staff as well. You shouldn't be recording them either.
Right, well, I wouldn't have been if you hadn't come over. I'd have just been doing the site.
That's what my job is, I'm afraid. Being security, it's my job to protect the site and protect the team that are on the site.
Yeah, you don't have to protect them from out. I'm just, like I say, getting some shots of the buildings and that. And
well, I'm asking you to please not film. If you want any videos or anything like that, you go through the company media team and they'll be able to deal with any requests and whatnot that you've got in that respect.
Right, alright. Fair enough. As soon as you've asked reasonably politely, we'll shut it down, alright? Right, we could have quite easily pushed that one, I think, and got a bit of an altercation out of it, but again, that's not what it's all about. He was reasonable. He even offered an alternative of going it through the proper ways, and like they said at the Whitehaven one, actually going down and filming it properly. So he offered that as an alternative, and then he asked if I would please stop filming. So again, no issues with that, and that's a reasonable request, and I've got no qualms whatsoever in doing what he's asking us to do, as long as it's done in the right way. So yeah, another top job for Carlisle, and we're going to head up to the airport one, see what it's like up there. I think there's an Eddie Stobart factory up there as well, so we'll go and have a look at that too. Right guys, so this is Carlisle airport site. It looks pretty massive. There's a lot of people here. Could be a few people getting tested as well. Still not what you'd call busy by the look of things, but there's an awful lot of staff knocking about, so I'll go and check it out. Nice car that, not just any old Type R, but I was just explaining to the audience it's a Mugen Civic Type R.
It's a what?
Mugen Civic Type R.
You can't, my darling, because you're on property.
It's only taking a picture of the Civic.
You can't.
Of course you can.
It's my car.
It's yours?
Yeah, you can't take a picture of it.
What brake horsepower is it then?
Can you just take the camera off?
Go on, what brake horsepower is it?
Take the camera off us, please.
If that's your car, you'll tell me what horsepower it is.
Take the camera off us, please.
You tell me what horsepower it is and I'll stop filming it.
Please.
Huh?
Take the camera off us, darling.
Did you just tell us a fib about the car? Don't tell me what to do. Who do you think you are? Well, I've taken a picture of the...
Is it your car?
No.
Right then, so why are you taking pictures?
Because I collect car pictures.
Right.
It's a Civic Type R Mugen, it's very rare.
The phone was pointing up there before, mate.
Yeah, there's a Tesla, and so what? I can point it where I want, can't I?
Well, if you're here about 8 o'clock, Beanie will come out and he'll tell you all about it.
All about what?
His car.
Ah, right, fair enough. I'd already know all about it.
So why are you asking?
I wasn't asking, I was taking a picture.
Yeah, without permission, man.
Hey, you need permission to take a picture of a nice car.
Well,
Don't be daft.
how do I know you collect cars, or are you into your cars?
Well,
you're
if
cloning plates, or...
well, considering I know exactly what it is,
Well, yeah, it tells you on the back.
so do I know, so how many of them were made then?
Hey?
How many
I
of
wouldn't
them?
know, mate.
Well, I would, I can tell you. 499.
I wouldn't know.
237
Well, if it was mine, I
horsepower.
wouldn't appreciate it.
I've got a Mazda RX-8 Pro Drive, and people take pictures of that, and I love it.
I've got an Audi S-Line, mate. It's shite.
No, it's not necessarily. It's not a bad car. It's a good-looking car. It depends what engine you...
ask is, appreciate the car.
Yeah.
It's a government site and it's a non-filming or photography site.
Right, I'm not going to get
the... doing our job. Mate, your hobbies are your hobbies.
You're not on the highways, darling, to take a video.
Well, this is. I'm not going to go in the thingy bob.
As of there, it's private land, mate.
It's not. I just checked it out. I'm just going to get some shots of this, and then I'll be on my way. You can't stop me, you wally.
It's private property.
This is not private land.
Them gates are private property.
There's no gates there. There's no gates. Show me gates.
Well, if you can't see them big posts sticking up there, then a picture isn't going to do you much good, is it?
Right, so I can stand on the other side and get it from there, yeah?
From there, it's classed as what you need to do.
Alright, well, that's fair enough then.
If he finishes at 8 o'clock, come and ask him about
Pardon?
it.
Eh?
If he finishes at 8 o'clock, come and ask him about it.
I don't need to ask him. I was just getting just wanted some pictures of it, that's all.
Well, you videoed all of us two, right through all of that.
Oh, you came over and spoke to me.
Yeah, because you're on
It's our
private
job,
land.
mate. That's
It's
all
our
we're doing as
job.
a job.
You're on private land, sweetheart.
Yeah, well, can you not see it for what it is? It's just like, can I just get one clear picture of it and I'll go, oh, don't be so silly.
It's you're the one, you're on private land and you're trespassing.
All I want is a picture of that. If you move aside, let me get a picture of it
Both of us have asked you to leave.
for me file.
Trespassing.
Right, well, I'm not trespassing.
You are because you're on private land.
I'm not. Right, if I go and stand there and get a picture of it, could you move out of the way, please?
Yeah, if we move over there, yeah.
Right, no problem.
All right, because there's any talk.
No, I don't. He said the gates. No, it's not. You can't just make it up as you go along.
It's a give way sign to the top where I was.
Right, it's not. It's not necessarily private land, is it? You can't just say, oh, it starts here, it starts there. You said where the posts were. He said that to start with. So you're just being awkward.
It's right from the very end of your on side where the cones are. That's where we start. On the start.
Right, well.
See, I know more about these things than I do cars. Hello.
Well, I know a bit about both. I know a bit about both. Right, I'll literally be just. If you want to stay in it, you can stay in it. It's like I say, it's just a documentary for YouTube, and then I'll be going. But I'll just get a shot
It's
of
not
it.
pictures for a collection now, then.
Yeah, no, I've got a picture as well.
It's chart to change now.
It's
so
not
we
changing.
Are right to ask you to leave now.
No, I want a picture of it for my car file.
It's going to be here.
Admitted.
You just said it's
I'm not under investigation. I'm not admitting things. If I want to take a video of it, I'll take a video of it. If I want to take I don't have to explain myself, do I?
Mate, it's a non-photography site.
Oh, whatever. Says who? Well, behind these two guys here that have been massively awkward, there is a Mugen Type Art, one of 499.
You're on private property
It's
and you're trespassing.
shut up.
You're
It's
trespassing. I don't mind being told to shut up either, but you're trespassing.
right. Well, I beg to differ. I really do.
I don't.
So, anyway, it's one of 499.
You'll find everything you need to leave on Google. Now, if you don't get that out me first, mate, I'm going to remove it.
You're gonna, yeah, and then you'll be assault, won't it? Go on then. You don't. I don't need your consent.
I'm not being consented.
You just threatened me. You just threatened me.
I just threatened to take your phone off.
Right, and that's assault. You touch me and that's assault. Touch me and that is assault.
I do not give you permission.
I don't need your permission, buddy. This could have been quite easy. I just wanted a picture of the car and that was it.
You were past the car.
So, and you told me to come back. Don't swear. Or I'll report you. What company do you work for?
Doesn't matter.
You have to tell me. Have you got any identification?
Yes,
Like a warrant card? Show me it.
I don't have to show
Yes, you do.
Have you got a card to say that?
I don't need to.
You're just being awkward, mate.
I'm not
You
being
don't have to be
awkward.
trespassing
You're swearing at
with the
me.
police.
You get the police, and I'll tell them about you threatening me, and you failure to identify, which you have to do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
How do I? Who are
You're
you
a
to say
security
that I have
guard.
to?
Because I know you do. I know you have
Well,
to.
you show me ID that I have to show you who I am.
Sure.
Are you a member of authority or? Are you just
No, I'm a
general
member of the public. Show me your arm badge.
I don't need to.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Right, you're going to get disciplined, buddy.
Go on then.
I will. Don't worry about it.
Please,
We'll
mate.
get this back. We'll get it investigated. And we'll find out why you're not identifying
I
yourself
don't need to.
and why you're swearing and threatening to take people's phones, steal people's phones off them.
I'm saying that it's a non.
You just said you were going to take the phone off me.
Private property. You were trespassing.
I'm not on private property.
You've been asked to leave. You were trespassing. trespassing?
I'm not trespassing. I'm on a public road. That's the. Do you know why there's a fence there? To stop people going in because it's the testing site. I'm on a public road. I know where I'm allowed to stand.
Public if there's gates, mate. Work it out.
If there's public driving in and out. There's public driving in and out. I'm not arguing anyway. Can I get your arm?
You're not.
So you're not going to identify yourself? Right, guys, so you need to check this out, by the way, because someone will identify you. A lot of people will see this.
Yeah.
So this guy here, this security guy, will refuse to identify himself.
Sorry. Run the phone.
Right, we've got it.
On the phone.
I've got all I need. Go on, touch me.
Right. Leave.
I'm not leaving. I'm on private property.
You're not. Exactly.
I am.
You're on private property and you're trespassing.
I'm on public property, I mean.
Oh, you just screwed yourself up again.
I made a mistake, wow. Right, so I've got the goons. Evidence for what?
For trespassing.
Trespassing, give over. Right, so I'm stood on this public road here, guys. So it is a public road. There's no signs that say it's private. Get some signs up if it's private. There isn't any signs saying it's private. So get some signs.
Give it away, mate.
No, they don't. I've got a gate on bloody everywhere. It doesn't necessarily mean to say you're not allowed to go through it. Put some signs up.
Is your front garden private property?
This isn't your front garden, is it?
What I'm saying, does it have a gate?
Well, it did have, yeah. Well, it does not. Every gate doesn't mean to say so it's private property. You're just talking out your backside now. So anyway, we've got his identification, so we'll get this chap to have a word with. Drop him some comments and let him know what you think. Yeah, we'll see what happens at the end of this after he's threatened to take the phone off us and he's using foul language. So right, we'll leave it there, guys. We'll go. We've got some pictures of the car. There it is. And the security goon that thinks he knows it all. That's right, security goon. Tried to stop himself being identified, but we got it in the end, so we'll follow that through. Nice one, mate. Watch the video with your friends and your family. You'll get a lot of views. There we go. We had what, 3 passes: Whitehaven, Workington, Carlisle City, and then this absolute tool shows up. So all's not lost, guys. To get a bit of action there. He was, I think he was starting to lose his stuff at the end there. So he's telling us that this was a private road. Nothing there saying it's private. We'll go up here because this isn't private. So yeah, we'll have a wander up here. Got a feeling he might be squealing and calling the police. Right, I'll be back if... Alright, mate. So there's not much up the other end, some more barriers and the test site, so we'll have a wander back down. Here comes matey boy, back from having a wander down. Been down the car by a lot of things. Ah, you too. So, it's around the corner here. And it's empty, usually. Dog's tying me up again with a lead. Right, come on. Yeah, not a single person there. of all the ones we've been to, it's got the fanciest building anyway. So, posh spot. Alright. You not had many in, no?
Yeah, we've had a few.
Yeah. It's a nice posh cabin you've got for it for this one here. Yeah, so basically empty, guys. I won't get anyone in it if they come in anyway, alright? Yeah, so check out that building. Well, not a building, but it's got to be like the most expensive quarter cabin you come across. So, yeah, small site, but quiet all the same. Oh, it says there, no filming or photography while on site. So, anyway, they were alright with it, so it was a quick enough one, quick and painless. We'll move on. Have a look at some other ones. Be right back. So ironically, what you just saw then, how quiet that one was. You've then got a headline like that. Wouldn't believe it, would you? But anyway, let's get down, head south.